Let's do this. How's everyone doing? Yeah, let's start this off by pissing off the Layrans by stealing their shit. I could have sworn I had 2 vehicles. Oh, that's right. We need another pilot. You're gonna take over here, and we need someone else to fill in the role here. Well, we're doing a light mission, so we'll do it after this. We'll hire someone else. Nice light mission to start off the week. I do apologize for missing Friday. I was not feeling well. I still feel kind of stuffy. Okay. They haven't got far to run. Fortunately, they have to follow a set track.
Yes, Commander.
I need you guys there on the double. And I need eyes on... Lead vehicle is a... Alright. Just out of sight from you.
Duncan Fisher here. Heading that way.
Open fire.
Lighting them up. What do you need, Commander? Time to pour on the speed.
More worried about those vehicles. What's this one? Is that one of the transports?
Sensors locked on target, Commander.
Okay, so these 3 probably are the transports. Yep. This one's moving to intercept, so these 3 are the transports. Alright. Let's get to work. Ooh, it's got some impressive firepower for... Hey! Not that much of a troublemaker.
Don't worry. I'm okay. They barely touched me.
Snub-nosed PPC. I guess it does make for a good weapon when you have a small mech.
I'm on the clock. What do you want? All right, let's get down to it.
Yeah, I know the feeling. I spent my entire weekend, like, in my beds, just feeling like absolute dog shit.
However, this will mostly be painful.
Bunny here. Sprinting.
One of them's in range. Let's see what we got.
Locked.
Yep.
Clear as day.
Yeah, we're waiting for the snow to hit us next. But it won't be until maybe later this week.
What do you want? Moving.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Guns on target.
Good to go. Aye, aye. Orders? Roger.
Oh, come on. Let me check real quick. When it's their turn.
Standing by. Roger. Yes, Commander. On the move. Full speed.
Ah, God, I was sleeping. What do you
Alright,
want?
Gramps, up and at him. I don't want to destroy our cargo. Open fire.
Running him up, knocking him down just like Mellow Woods.
Alright. That lead card's getting way too far ahead for its own good. Push up. Give me a visual on everyone here.
I've got a sensor lock.
I thought it was supposed to snow this week. Odd. That's cute. Nice try. Don't care. Yeah. Well, the
Don't
weather
get fishy
changes
here.
so often around here, it's not even funny.
Heading that way.
So we'll wait and see if the weather changes up.
Lighting them up.
So all three of the cargoes are still here. That one making a run for it's getting a little too far away for my liking. Push up and engage.
What do you need, Commander? Time to pour on the speed.
Give me a lock on him.
Sensors locked on target, Commander.
He's not a fan of all the action, huh?
I'm on the clock. What do you want? Let's make some bad decisions at high speed.
Bunny here.
So is it just the weather messing with your head?
Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Time to give them the Thunder Bunnies.
Ow.
What do you want? On my way, Commander.
Commander? Targeting for an alpha strike.
Dude, I don't know why you seem to lack the finesse in order to pilot that thing. That is kind of getting irritating. Take a shot.
Target lock on enemy's rear.
Commander? Quick step in it. Affirmative. Orders?
Ah, God, I was sleeping. What do you want? You gotta hit him in the back just like one of them taggers.
Primary target is damaged, Commander. Keep it up.
Alright.
Standing by. Roger that.
None of these vehicles are leaving this battlefield alive. Make sure of that. Take a hit or two, just don't get hit too many times.
Duncan Fisher here. Heading that way.
Come on, come on.
What do you need, Commander? Firing jump jets.
Rapid evasion to 1.
Sensors locked on target, Commander.
I'm on the clock. What do you want? Let's make some bad decisions at high speed. Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up.
Bunny here. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Sometimes.
Primary target
Nice.
damaged. Concentrate your fire and bring it down.
Splash one!
Alright, the rest of you big guys go and handle
What is it already?
hardball, push up, say hi to your new play friends.
Guns on target.
Boom.
Take that, bastard.
Right here. Rear armor, it is. Receiving you. On it.
Commander. Good to go. I'm here. Engaging target.
There we go. Cook them. Gramps,
Ah, God,
you're
I was
it.
sleeping. What do you want?
Open fire.
Gotta
I need
get
that
him
thing
back
taken
just
out.
like one of them Tiger tanks.
Boom.
Wow, he fell down like I do.
Hey, some salvage.
We got this, bunnies.
It's not too shabby.
Aye, aye.
Duncan Fisher here. Heading that way. Lighting them up. What do you need, Commander? Heat be damned, I'm firing everything.
Yeah. Missed.
Awaiting orders. On my way. Double time.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Here we go. Fix his structure for
See
him.
if I'm sober enough to line this up.
Bunny here. Hey, diddle diddle. Firing.
And down you go there, princess.
What do you want? Moving. Guns on target.
Orders. Piece of cake.
And that's one more down.
Hostile eliminated.
What's up, boss? Targeting for an alpha strike.
There we go.
Solid connect.
I'm receiving you. Orders. Pulling off. Affirmative. Onward. No retreat.
Ah, God, I was sleeping. What do you want? Running him up, knocking him down just like Mellow Woods. Wow, he fell down like I do.
That works.
Hot damn, let's do this.
What do you need, Commander? Firing jump jets.
You had one job.
Well, I was about to hit that guy, but the Duncan Fisher here. Up and away. Lining them all up.
Standing by.
I'm on the clock. What do you want? Why drink and drive when you can smoke and fly? Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up. I can see why people enjoy this line of work. I'm legally obligated to inform you on paid per kill.
Good to go, boss. Moving. Sometimes you gotta just...
It's time to bug out. Get to the LZ for extraction.
Alrighty.
Mission successful.
So let's see what we got salvage-wise, shall we? Come on now, you know what I want. 1, 2, 3. Let's see, what else can we get? One of those. You can get both of those. Alright, show me the cargo. Light auto cannon 2. Nice. Ooh, expulses. Ares arm. 2 of them. Put those on the archer. Ooh la la. Some plasma ammunition. A royal locust. Nice. He's a part of one. AC 20. Apollo. Inferno. SRMs. Yeah. Not too much, though. He's the one that needs repairs. You were really the only one that they got shot. That's right, I need to hire someone. Who do we have?
Good to go.
Yeah.
Waiting for orders.
Commander,
Receiving you.
waiting for orders.
Yes, Commander.
Got something you want done?
You're hired.
New mech warriors available.
Alright. Let's get into a fight. A fight that we must win. Let's see if we can win a war in Stream's time. Assassination, huh? That's fine. Welcome to the crew. Dida. That's a hell of a name. I really want to upgrade the Huron with some better Gauss weaponry. Or maybe bring out that monster. Of course, it'll be slow as all hell. Oh. I could sell, since we got a brand new person, I could sell the assassin, bring out the monster. Well, no, I'd still have to modify it, so I still got an open slot. I'll finish building it when I finish up the archer. Because that's on the to-do list. Get the archer operational. Alright, let's go hunt down someone. Looks like they're piloting a hunchback by the looks of it. We're going to be smart. We're going to take the high ground before dealing with them. Oh, they sent some greenhorns with us. Oh, no. Oh, you guys shouldn't have, and I'm serious about that. We could have easily left it to us.
Heading that way.
Hey, diddle diddle.
All right. Good to go.
Wait, where are you going? So the support forces are right up here. Alright, push up.
Heading that way.
Gain the high ground before them.
All right, let's get down to it.
Moving.
Roger.
Moving. Be there in a jiff.
You're asking a lot of an old guy.
Acknowledged.
Roger that.
It'd be funny if their orders were just as simply to trail us. Oh yeah, it looks like they're just following us, keeping with the pack. Well, I'm glad they're not charging head first to the objective. That's actually an interesting eye choice.
Roger that.
Probably be spotting
Heading
them
that
soon.
way.
On the way, nice and slow.
All right, let's get down to it.
Moving.
On the move.
Moving.
Affirmative.
You're asking a lot of an old guy.
Move order received.
Orders. Affirmative.
Alright, let's push up. It's actually not a horrible tank I've seen. Lack of armor, but it's got decent armament. The Hermes is probably the weakest one of this entire front. With the J. Edgar lacks in armament, it makes up for in some speed. Ignis, oh, never mind. The Ignis is the worst one here.
Awaiting orders. Moving to position.
Here we are.
All right, let's get down to it.
Moving.
I copy.
Those poor schmucks face
In
when
motion,
they realize
Commander.
they've been flanked so badly.
Position confirmed.
You're asking a lot of an old guy.
Aye.
Duncan Fisher here.
Oh, you sweet children, you.
Lighting them up. Revenge is Duncan.
Yeah, it's a top-down. It's basically turn-based, mixing like MechWarrior and Civilization. Once I complete this light objective, I'll show you some of the other things you can do. Like how you can customize most of the vehicles to how you want to fight.
Roger that.
You may recognize some old mechs, but there's a lot more mechs that we didn't even realize existed in the MechWarrior universe. Alright, fire. Ooh,
Target's
that's
taking
gonna
a
leave
critical
a
hit.
mark. I admire your courage, but your lack of weapons are probably gonna get you hurt.
What do you need, Commander?
Tally ho. Uh-huh. But of course, Sensei, of course.
Time to pour on the speed.
I strive to build mechs as ridiculous as the ones you build. Yeah. 12 heavy machine guns.
What do you want?
Because you don't need to melt away their armor with fire if you just melt it away with bullets.
see if I'm sober enough to line this up.
Well, he's disarmed.
Well, who needed salvage?
Bunny here.
Get up there and lock him out.
Time to give him the Thunder Bunnies.
And boom. Oh, come on. No boom?
Oh, kind of feel bad for him.
Yeah. Oh, that would just be mean. I want to see that in action. But wait, so you'd stock it up with that many?
All weapons are go.
Yeah, you'd need to have some serious heat buffs on that. Good lord. Oh. Up, looks like the guy we're trying to assassinate's found us.
Yes.
Of course, my hunchback is the slowest in the force. You know what's bad? The hunchback is slower than the Goliath.
Yes, command.
That's pretty bad. I wish you would get used to that mech by now.
Commander.
Everyone else is used to their mechs. Why aren't you? If you could headshot him, that'd be funny.
That's a hit.
Yeah.
I'm receiving you. Moving out.
Doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose? I thought, if I recall, like from I've learned about hunchbacks,
More for that.
they're supposed to be front lines, frontline assault, or not assault mechs, but frontline battle mechs.
What do you want?
Like, you're supposed to be right up there in the fight with the enemy.
Running him up, knocking him down just like fellow woods. I broke him like my hip.
I don't remember. Bro, you should have maneuvered a little bit first. Now I'm just gonna come up
Don't
and
worry,
kick your
don't
ass.
worry. I'm okay. They barely touched me.
He took 5 steps and decided, nope, I'm gone. I mean, that was the smartest move you could have made. Certainly not the
Fisher here.
bravest.
Heading that way.
We have eyes on. Not yet.
Standing by.
Oh.
Engaging
Oh.
target.
Still too hot.
Watch my heat level.
Yep. Forget, Narcan tags don't make
What do
any
you need,
heat.
Commander? Moving into melee range.
And then it does
Let's
this.
see how good a fist breaks armor. That target's having a real bad day.
Got out just as it burned.
That's one more bad guy off the board.
Ah, glad you could join us for the fight. Hey, you actually hit something. Holy crap.
I'm on the clock. What do you want? Let's make some bad decisions at high speed. Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up.
Bunny here. Firing.
Ugh.
Sucks to be that.
Ready to Get it on. Moving out.
It's kind of picking on him at this point.
Giving him everything I've got. Solid connection on that one.
So he's right there. Okay.
Yes. Moving.
Put him out of his misery if you can.
Guns on target.
Nope.
Crippled them, Commander.
Yeah, you kind of did.
Something I can do. All in air. Good to go.
Yes, Commander. Commander.
Screw it, just moved up.
Waiting for orders. Roger.
Ah, God, I was sleeping. What do you want?
Alright, guys. Let's go hunt this boss.
Duncan Fisher here. Heading that way.
Firing jump jets.
All right, let's get down to it.
Moving. Moving.
Piece of cake.
You're asking a lot of an old guy.
Affirmative. Moving to position.
The sun is shining,
Pretty
the
certain
birds
he
are
was in
singing, and
a
the weapons are striking true.
Hunchback.
Duncan Fisher here. Heading that way.
Yep. Hunchback 4 in. Light him up.
Target damaged. Concentrate your fire. Bring it down.
We'll go.
Time to move.
What do you need, Commander? Time to pour on the speed.
Okay, bud. You don't want to be in the fight, that's fine.
Look, what do you want? Let's make some bad decisions at high speed.
Bunny here. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall.
Think and move. That's for sure.
Standing by.
That'd probably be about a turn or two, and then he's going to be dead. Okay.
There goes the paint job.
What is it already?
Orders. Piece of cake.
You say that. And here we are.
Waiting for orders.
Roger that. Standing by.
Okay, give me full missile spread on him. Fire.
Lining him up, knocking him down.
Yeah,
just
probably
like
finish him off by
fellow
next
boys.
round.
Holding for tactical.
All right, but I'm ready to go. Commander? Copy that.
Duncan Fisher here. Time for the aerial cam.
What do you need, Commander?
Alright, now we just draw him to this side of the hill where everyone can light him up. Just knew what you guys were doing. Or not, and be a little cowardly bitch.
Good to go, boss. Sprinting.
Yes, Commander. Roger.
If you want to come out of flight, fine. We'll come in over to you and play.
Affirmative.
What is it already?
Ready for orders. Standing by. On my way. Double time.
Ah, God, I was sleeping. What do you want? Oh, I don't like going fast. It's scary. Running him up, knocking him down just like fellow woods.
Waiting for the... Roger. Sent in heat. Aye, aye.
On the move.
Give him the wikes.
Giving him everything I've got.
Duncan Fisher here. Heading that way.
You want to hide, but I'm not in the mood for that.
What do you need, Commander? Time to pour on the speed. Taking the shot, Commander.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Get up there and start toasting him.
Decisions at high speed.
Boom. You ain't got much armor left.
Bunny here. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall.
Where are you going, dude? The fight is up ahead of you. Don't tell me you left the boats back at the base.
Ready for orders. Copy that. Firing.
There we go. Sometimes the AI can be pretty interesting in their tactics. Other times they can be really stupid in their tactics. Wow.
Yes?
Yeah? What can I do you for? I got him.
Open fire. There we go.
Nice. Ready for orders?
Nice.
Copy.
CT.
Engaging.
Boom.
Target's taking a critical hit.
Waiting for the right move.
You should finish it. Pull one LRM-10 off. And fire. And that's the show.
Wow, he fell down like I do.
Mission successful.
And that's how it goes, Mr. Quigley. Some of the missions can get pretty wild. But there's more to just the leading the army aspect. Sorry, I'll try to explain as I go. But let's grab the salvage. I forgot you told me earlier that you'd never heard about Battletech. Pardon me. Alright, so now we're back out of the field, and well, this is where we do all of our operations, from hiring new people, buying and selling parts that we need or don't need, selecting all the missions, if we weren't in the middle of a war, that is, and upgrading our pilots. So let's see. Will this only work if I do a tank or not? Why not? It's not like I had anything better for him.
Waiting for orders.
What's that?
Ah, there's a good bit. Let's go into, for example, let's go into the hatchetman real quick. So you can go, you have set fixed points on each of the mechs. For example, this one can have 2 hard points for ballistics, like big cannons and such, 1 for laser, 1 for support weaponry, another one for 2 lasers and a support weapon, another 2 lasers and support. So you can have all sorts of different weaponry, all sorts of different lasers, and there's a huge selection of weaponry to select from. You got Gauss rifles, you got all these different weapons, mortars, artillery, basic lasers, heavier plasma or cannon-based lasers, or laser-based cannons, missiles, short-range missiles, long-range missiles. Thunderbolts are a bit unique because they have to be a line of sight, essentially. Here are the support weapons that you can choose. Smaller lasers. These are super weapons. I have never gotten to use one of those yet. And some artillery, and then some battle armor stuff. And then there's but there's also, you can upgrade the different armors, upgrade the gyros so they'll basically function. I'm too tired right now. Sorry. But there's a lot of customization, like a stupid amount of customization you can do. You can make a mech go faster. Well, yes and no, but there are also different models of each of these different mechs. Like, for example, let's go down to... Yeah. So there's the Locust 1S, which is able to use 1 laser, 4 missiles, and then 1 support. And then there's the Royal Locust, which is only able to use 4 lasers, but able to use 3 supports. And it's all based on each of the different mechs and their models. Like this Firestarter can do... Well, it's about the same as the one I've got up there, but that's not a good example. Yeah. So the Hunchback is kind of a wild one because some of the Hunchbacks can use a lot of lasers. This one can use lasers, missiles, and support weapons. This one uses a bit of everything. This one is a bit of a monster because he uses up to 14 lasers. If you wanted to, that is. But yeah. And as you go higher and higher in the size of the mechs, the more you get out of each of the mechs. Like, this beast I just picked up, and I haven't built it yet because it is going to be incredibly slow. As, like, it's the biggest mech in the game as far as I'm aware. And I just don't have the room right. I've got 1 slot, but this is the slot I use to sell mechs that I don't need from storage. But it's not just the mechs themselves. You upgrade and level up your pilots to pilot how you want them to function. There's a part-specific damage during battle. Yep. If, for example... Here, let me just confirm this real quick.
Confirmed, Commander.
Or back bay. So, each of these components... If any of these components, like, for example, if the front right leg is destroyed, I lose a heat sink. But if I lose the right torso, I lose all of this. Plus, the ammunition here has a chance of exploding, which causes more internal damage to the center torso and the head. So, for example, in one of the earlier missions, I had to go out and intercept a transport. I had to ambush a transport. The cargo that the transports are carrying is stored in the back. Well, for that battle, yeah. Yeah, if I were to have, like, for example, if this Raven were to lose this right arm, all the components here would be completely destroyed and I'd have to replace them until the end of that battle. And there are some risks that you take. Like, for example, this mech has an extra large engine in it. If, like, the right torso gets damaged, that mech is disabled. Because you see, the engine is right here. This and this connect to this. So if that gets destroyed, this gets destroyed. And thus, my entire mech collapses. So there's a risk of having an extra large engine. But what it does is make it so, like, for example, I can carry a lot more weight. Like, this reduces the weight of the engine by 50%, which means I can carry a lot more. But if this gets damaged or destroyed, then this mech is lost. So there's pros and cons to everything in this game. And there's some things that you just got to be very careful on the risk. I need more money. But yeah. So yeah, that's the way this game runs. And then it's not just this planet that you're on, but you have all of these little dots. Yeah, but there are all these little dots all over that you can go to for missions and such. And all these little dots, all the different colors, represent factions that you fight alongside. Right now I'm working with the Free Worlds League, or House Merrick, and fighting against like a small government organization, I think they are. I'm not sure. Excuse me. Yeah, there's some pros and cons, and if you're not careful, you can lose pilots pretty badly. Fortunately, I haven't lost any, but you can easily lose your pilots, and it can be pretty rough.
Receiving you.
Well, no wonder you can't hit for shit. I'm sorry, I've been fussing at you this entire time. I've been neglecting your leveling. You're a missile master now. Now I feel bad for fussing at this guy. Because I've been saying, how are you missing? And I'm like, because I haven't leveled up his shooting at all. So that's why he can't hit for crap. And yes, this is also another component to it as well.
Duncan
You notice
Fisher
all these
here.
little symbols. These are abilities that each of these pilots have. Like this one increases like the damage and accuracy, but it also increases the heat, which can get pretty dangerous if you're not careful.
Oh, God, I was sleeping.
I
What do
need
you
to change
want?
you up a bit. Wait, what do I need to... Yeah, I need a module too. Yep. Gramps is good. This is also another thing. You upgrade your ship, the main ship that you're on, and it affects like either morale, how fast your people can heal, how fast your mechs get built or repaired. Yeah, I can do that.
I'll get the team on it right away.
And, you know, there's a lot of work that you do in it, a lot of management that you do, but it's a lot of fun. Let's do that, increase morale. It's a risk, I know, with the report coming in 4 days from now, but I think I can make it work. And you gotta watch out for your money. I need 664,000, and I just spent over $1 million. But I've got time.
Our nest egg is
Oh,
just about done.
Supply lines, huh? Yeah, I'm down for that. And my big thing is I like going and collecting salvage from the battlefield, from all the mechs that I take out. May seem a little bit here and there, but eventually you get some pretty good stuff. That's where most of these mechs came from. Just me taking them from the battlefield and turning them on the people that were using them against me. That, and if you're lucky, you get some really, really, really good parts. That's how I got that monster back there. The one that I want to build. Now, hopefully, Squire will actually be able to hit their targets now. Because, you know, I completely dunced his training. But yeah, this is actually a modded version of BattleTech. This isn't the base game, but the mod is free.
I've got eyes on
Like,
Hostile
the
reader.
mod itself adds an extra, like, the game itself is like a base of, I think, 30-something gigs. Like, the base game is like 30 gigs, and then I think the mods are an additional 60 gigabytes. But it adds, like, a ridiculous amount. Oh, no. Alright, so we gotta destroy all it. Oh.
Commander?
Okay. Keep my eyes on him. He wants to hold still
I've got
and
a
not do
sensor
anything?
locked.
Yep. Hollanders.
Duncan Fisher here. Let's get a better view.
Alright. No, don't drive in the middle of the...
What do you need, Commander?
Sometimes the AI is about as smooth as sandpaper when it comes to intelligence.
Time to
They're
pull on
driving
the
right in the
speed.
middle of the thumper shot. That's what I'm trying to avoid. Thumper is like a type of artillery. It's a delayed reaction artillery piece.
Sensors locked on target, Commander.
Ah, LRM platform. Nice. So essentially what I'm doing now is just getting my guys pushing forward so I can scout. Typically, the people who move first are the people who die first. Because there's this thing right here called EVA, which stands for evasion. The higher your evasion, the harder it is for you to get hit. But, you know, there's also another key point. The higher you up are in elevation, the better accuracy you have. Which is why I'm trying to push up the hill as fast as I can.
I'm on the clock. What do you want? Let's make some bad decisions and
And there are some things that add to your evasion, like the reason why this Raven has such a high evasion is because this particular mech has stealth armor, which increases their evasion.
Good to go, boss. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall.
And go and see what we got here. That's another Hollander, but this is what I'm talking about with the different models. This one has an artillery piece, and this one has, well, yeah, it has an LBX autocannon, but it's disabled. You see it's red, that means it's damaged or unusable.
Orders? Jumping.
Jump jets have a nice use. They get you higher elevations and move you quickly, but they also drop your accuracy significantly.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
So, pros and cons of your tactic of your choice making. Alright. Bandit A. What sort of weaponry you got? Ooh. That one's got a PPC. Interesting choice. Yep.
What do you want?
Hardball.
Let's roll.
Now, just because it's the circle doesn't mean it's not going to hit anyone that's over here. It could just as well easily land here and do damage over here. This is the general area where it potentially is going to land, anywhere in this circle. So my main objective is to try and get up there and to stop him, his artillery piece, from doing any damage. Alright, open fire.
I'll make them dead. Ready for orders.
There you go.
Roger that.
Isn't that like one of the mechs that you go searching for? I mean, I know you like all the mechs from the clans, but still.
Orders.
Oh, great, you're stuck. Alright.
On my way. Double time.
Alright, Gramps, you're up.
Oh, God, I was sleeping. What do you want?
Don't get skittish on me now.
Oh, I don't like going fast. It's scary.
You see how he's at a higher elevation? Yeah, Gramps is at a lower elevation. That decreases the accuracy. But since Gramps has a higher amount of missiles, accuracy by volume.
I broke him like my hip.
But if it's anywhere below like 30, you might as well not even shoot. Just be a waste of ammunition. Yep.
Standing by. Here we go.
And here's a handy trick. But I want to get everyone detected in the area. So right now I'm using a sensor beacon that makes it easier for me to keep my enemies tracked. It lowers their evasion, but also makes it so if they run like down this hill, I can still spot them. All these guys is cannon.
Duncan Fisher here. Time for a leap of faith.
And then you have the accuracies, blah, English, all right here. And up here you can see where each of the components are damaged. Like this side on their right side. If I were to hit it over here, it would start melting and they'd be about completely empty of armor there.
Lighting them up.
But of course, oh. Well, I'll be.
Kapow!
Yep, hit right side and destroyed it.
What do you need, Commander?
And all the mechs on the front and back. But the back always has the weak armor, so if you want to destroy an enemy mech quickly, you run behind them and just hit them hard. Correct. Well, vehicles like these, you typically aren't going to get much salvage out of them anyways. You have a lower chance of getting tanks and such than you do actual mechs. But yeah, just if you damage like these components, then you're not going to get the salvage from them. The best way to do it is to make them panic and give up. But
What do you want?
it doesn't always work out that way.
Why drink and drive when you can smoke and fly?
Besides, these guys are basically lightweight. I don't really need the Hollanders. I'm just here to destroy the enemy. Yep. Allies doing the exact same pinging, dropping their dropping their evasion.
I'm flying, buddies, I'm flying!
Alright, let's mod it. And here's the temperature. I've got to watch this. It can't go past this line or else it'll overheat my mech. And the more it overheats, the higher risk it'll have to damage the internal components in my mech.
Time to give them the Thunder Bunnies.
Which is also a tactic that some people use, just running up and overheating the enemy
Got
mech.
something you want done?
That way, you know, just burn them up.
heavy damage.
Oof. Okay. So you hit the Allies APC.
What is it already?
Oh. Pity him, Philippe.
Guns on target.
Boom. Yeah, he just lost his left arm, or his right arm. And you can see he has no chest armor, which means 53 points of damage to his chest is enough to destroy him. Right there. His main cannon is on his right shoulder, but it's already disabled.
Yes, Command.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and finish up these two guys. Finish up the Hollander. Open fire. And that's it for him.
I hope we can salvage that.
So yeah, out of all that, destroying the CT is probably the least amount of salvage you can get. But it's the highest probability of destroying the enemy mech. Well, it is the best way to destroy the mech. You want more salvage, you run up and kick them several times until they finally die.
Got it. Full speed, no target. Acknowledge.
Tanks cannot be
Yes,
modded in any way. They are as they are. Oh yeah, yeah. I'll show you once we get to the next turn.
Ah, God, I was sleeping. What do you want?
Let's do this. Just fire.
Hell yeah.
Alright, who are you gonna try and shoot? Who do we have nearby?
Awaiting orders.
Alright, you're gonna run up and kick. Let's see how they do the cannon.
Confirmed.
Yep,
Attempting
so you can
physical
see right
attack.
through here. Bap! Just kick him in the leg. And if you damage their legs and take both of them out, that also disables the enemy mech. But you also have a higher chance of salvage. It can get a little
Duncan
tricky
Fisher
if
here.
you're not too careful with it. It's also a pretty good way of taking out armor, such as these.
Haha, bringing the pain.
Oh yeah. Where is he at? Where are you at? Yep. There are swords and hatchets. And maces and clubs and punching everything
What do you
you
need,
want.
Commander? Moving into melee
And he will
range.
be engaging
Let's see
like
how good
that.
a fist break. The sun is shining, the birds are singing, and that's one more bad
And
guy
there's
on
flamethrowers too.
board. The sun is shining, the birds are singing, and the weapons are striking true. Bunny here.
Oh, you can't get up there to axe him. Dadgummit. Oh well.
From on high.
Yep. We're gonna get everyone oh, don't kill him. Damn it.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Everyone just get out of the way of the Hollander. I'll let him do the axe as the final kill.
Good to go. Roger. Venting heat and stabilizing. Something I can do? Move order received. Standing by. Location confirmed.
Let's see now. Ah, these guys are gonna eat shit. Oh well.
Oh, God, I was sleeping.
Alright,
What do
Gramps,
you
you're good
want?
here.
No retreat.
Oh. Looks like they missed their shot. Aw, come on. I was gonna hit you in the face with an axe.
Mission successful.
Ooh. He panicked. Coward. Yeah, melee weapons can do a lot of damage, but that also means you have to get up close and personal, which means you gotta be able to take a lot of rounds. Sure, why not? Excuse me. But some mechs can't equip melee weapons. It's not like you can, like Gundams, where you can just throw swords all over them. Certain mechs can wield them, others can't. There's actually one mech that I'm working on having finished, when it's done being built. That's a brawler, this archer here. Its primary function is a melee mech, charging headfirst into the fight and just punching everything. But, yeah. Where is the... Yeah. That whole thing just pops out and turns into an axe where you can swing and attack with it. Yeah, it does a good bit of damage, too. Yep. And their shields, yep. Yes. Yes. I'm all for it. Are we gonna build you to sell you?
That mech is ready to fight, Commander.
Yep, so I take all the salvage. Wow, that's actually kind of funny looking with all that right there. Sadly, I don't need you. So I build mechs to sell them. That way I can actually get a lot more money out of it.
That mech you asked for is cleared for fighting.
Wait, I think I might have one. No, stop it. I don't want to refit you. I want to sell you. Thank you. Now I'm not having Darius going like, we're almost out of money, boss. We're almost out of money. We gotta get more money. Equipment. Do I have one? Yes, I do. Oh. Yeah, I'll have him prepped for next stream. Wait, how long will it take to do it? Yeah, I saw it and I'm like, yes. So how much does it weigh? Oh, it doesn't weigh anything? Word? But my heat efficiency goes right out the window. I drop that. Can this thing hold e-cooling? I don't think so. Nope. There we go. How much is this weigh? 7 tons? What's the next size engine up? 225. And 240. That's a good running speed. So if I dropped one more ER laser, I could upgrade its speed. There we go. Now it has better heat efficiency and it moves a lot faster. Only 5 to 8 hexes, but that's not horrible. If I remove the jump jets, but the jump jets help it get maneuver a bit. I couldn't with the 225, I don't think. Let me stick the 225 and check. Cooling 2. Nope. It's too heavy. Well, it can use it, but it's too heavy. Unless I drop that. Oh, it exceeds the maximum heat sinks it can use. Wait, where's the other heat sink? I don't have any other heat sinks on this. Yeah, it seems like it. I want to keep that on there. Do I have a rack? No. Alright, let's add the... How y'all doing? Yeah. Friends running into each other. That's the best part about all this. Alright, and what did I do as well? Oh yeah, let's upgrade the engine to 245. And... Wait. Boo. Okay. Do we get any ammo for rack 5? Not that you really need it. But yeah, this is a part of it, Mr. Quigley, getting ideas, especially from him. I'm not angry at you, it's fun. It's fun figuring out sorts of new customizations you can do. Wait. Oh. Oh no. I got you. 40 maxed out. No, I haven't maxed out the armor yet. Alright, 2 days, that's fine.
I'll let you know when that's done. financial report for you.
I just skimmed that by the hair of my chinny chin. And yeah, that's true. Save space and save power. No, capture a base, that's fine. Yeah. Oh, babysitting. Goody. Hey. Ooh. Yeah. I think this team will be good. Alright, let's deploy. Yeah, once we get to the end, ooh. Oh, fun. Everyone around me is already tired of the snow. Like, ugh. But yeah, we got no room to complain about all the amount of snow y'all get. I can't take my ball python out there though. She don't like the cold all that much. Quigley, if you want a guy who's way more like knowledgeable on BattleTech, Braden here is a lot more into it, and Leaf and Braden are a lot more knowledgeable on the matter than I am. If you want to learn more about it, I would recommend following them as well. It's a worthwhile thing. Oh, you poor, adorable little dipsticks. Came all this way to die. Oh, they've got the turrets. Fine. Okay.
Oh God, they hit me. Son of a bitch.
Hang in there, Gramps. You're fine. Mm-hmm. I thought you had streamed Leaf. My bad.
Alright, let's get down to it.
Time to get toasty.
Coming right up. This facility, they'd have more than
Plenty here.
I mean, that's about as good.
From on high. Point
defense destroyed.
Good to go.
That's how I used to be with Arma way back in the day. I would just leave it on there. Most of my hours were just me leaving it on there.
Holding for the right opportunity.
Get up that
On my
hill.
way, Commander.
Waiting for orders.
Squire, get up high.
Got it.
Full missile barrage. Almost had it, sir.
On the move.
And fire.
All weapons are go. One less turret.
I always thought that this was going to be like a one-off, but it turns out it's a pretty decent mobile sniper,
Standing by.
the Huron.
Aye. Fire in.
Nice.
Target down. Orders.
Commander?
Don't remember which house it was. Wait. I remember reading about that. That's the silliest thing. So, an LAM, for you know quickly, it's essentially a mech that can transform into a plane.
Yes, Commander.
Don't ask me why it exists. It is just funny. They make for great, depending on which model you get, they make for great scout mechs.
What do you want?
But they can also be pretty, they can be pretty hardy.
Going fast, it's scary.
They're extremely fast, too. Uh-huh. The area's been pacified. I don't know what else you want me to do here.
That'll do for now.
But there's nothing out here.
Good to go, boss.
Tex, get up the hill and figure out what's going on. Why are
Good
we
to go, boss.
still here?
I'm flying, buddies. I'm flying.
Mm-hmm.
Holding here. I copy.
In motion, Commander.
On my way. I copy.
You're asking a lot of an old guy.
Order acknowledged. Affirmative.
I'm picking up a new sensor trace. Looks like enemy reinforcements.
And the sand makes it hard to spot anything. Oh, they're all up here. I figured about as much.
Holding for tactical advantage.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Receiving you. Aye, aye.
So what do we got here? We have a thorn and a raptor.
Roger that.
You poor children, you. And I already almost disabled one of them. Jeez Louise. Yep.
I'm on the clock. What do you want? Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up. Sometimes failing is important.
Bunny here. From
Good.
on high.
Land and eyes on. Boo. Hold still.
Suppressive fire.
Waiting for the right play.
My way, Commander.
Something I can do? Position confirmed. Taking the shot. Standing by. On it. Roger that.
Ooh. That's gonna leave a mark.
Tango down.
Ouch. Oh, that's one less to worry about. Alright, Gramps, you're up.
Ah, God, I was sleeping. What do you want?
Send accuracy by volume, please.
Running him up, knocking him down just like Bellow Woods.
Commander?
Yes, Commander.
Let's get up
On my
close
way.
and personal.
Double time. Targeting for an alpha strike.
Breached the armor, took out the arm.
I'm receiving you.
I'm your spaniel.
You actually have an impressive mech. Not an impressive mech, but it's actually better than most of the other ones they send me with.
Engage and jump jet.
Usually I get a bunch of sad little things.
Roger that.
Give 'em everything you've got.
Nice shot. It's the last one you're gonna make.
Waiting for orders. Confirmed. Holding and cooling.
Funny if one of these recruits actually get it.
Punching all the buttons.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
And updates, and there's some. That's true.
See if I'm sober enough to line this up.
Yep.
Well,
Timber. Oh.
Mission successful.
Didn't get much salvage from this fight either, but you know, I can't complain. Wouldn't do me any good. Yeah, mortar. It's got a heck of a range on it. Hypervelocity autocannon. Got it all. Just because you can. I think I've got time for one more mission. Aw, man. Archer's almost done. Too bad it's not going to be ready for this mission.
We're nearly broke, Commander.
I know. Yes! We get to ambush a convoy for the last mission. Alrighty. Alright, let's get you guys back in. Dukan, Sir, and Harmony. Alrighty.
Command interface initiated.
So it sounds like HMGs would be good for something like point blank right in their face sort of run.
Move order confirmed.
Heading that way. On the way, nice and slow.
Alright, let's get down to it.
Moving.
Oh yeah. I don't know how many hard points the Hatchman has though. For anything like that. If I did have those HMGs though, it probably would be better than having like the laser on it. I can put on a bigger engine.
On my way.
You're asking a lot of an old guy.
Acknowledged. Roger that.
That probably would be a pretty good idea. Gotta get ahead of him quick. Doesn't take, well, the car goes all the way back here. That's how it typically is. Support points with a gun. Yeah.
Confirmed.
Our target is within sensor range.
Alrighty. Let's get some eyes on, boys and girls.
Alright, let's get down to it.
Position confirmed.
In motion, Commander.
Moving to position.
You're asking a lot of an old guy.
10-4.
I wonder if I have another TSM, because I don't think I added the TSM onto the Archer that I built. Or the model of Archer I built anyways. Okay, so there's one of the transports. So it's probably these three are the transports I gotta intercept. Yep.
Awaiting orders. We'll go. Sensors locked on.
I don't know if I have that one. I think
Duncan
I
Fisher
do.
here.
Yeah.
Time for the aerial cam.
Alright, so we got... What do we have? We have a Stinger. A Hornet. The Hornet always... So your damage will... Okay, yeah. I'll have to look at that. That'll probably be something I tweak when I get it off. Does anyone ever notice how the Hornet always look? It kind of looks like Eggman's floating bubble with legs strapped on it. Fire.
Lighting them up.
Primary target is damaged, Commander. Keep it up.
Wait, is there? I don't see it. Maybe it's a particular paint scheme for it. If I do get the salvage, I'll just check that out myself. So that's funny if that's true. A quick question between the two of you.
Taking the shot, Commander.
Which do you think is better, X lasers or binary lasers?
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Depends on the mech, I'm guessing. Is from what I'm thinking, but some people have preferences on those.
Sometimes failing is important. However, this will mostly be painful.
Good to go, boss.
Oh, don't freeze up on me now. Oh, I was asking, which do y'all prefer? Do you guys prefer X-based lasers, or like X medium, X large lasers, or do you guys prefer the or do you guys like binary lasers?
Waiting for orders. Yes, Commander. Hightailing it. Got a lot.
What do you want?
Because I got a couple of X pulse lasers in one of the earlier missions I did this stream.
Let's roll.
Good to go.
Let's see now. Target the lead.
I'll make them dead.
Primary
There
target
we go.
damaged. Concentrate your fire and bring it down.
So they may be better for the fire starter than the binary lasers I've got on it.
Yes, Commander.
Okay. I figured you'd enjoy that one, Braden.
Yes, Commander. Confirmed.
Yes, Commander.
Move these guys ahead to intercept the rest of them should they break through. Doubtful they will, but doesn't hurt.
Ah, God, I was sleeping. What do you want? You're asking a lot of an old guy.
Open fire. Damage
Give
vital.
them everything you've got.
You're gonna learn that was a bad idea, bud. Now you're in swinging range of the hatchet. Excuse me. And you're making this easy. Alrighty.
Bunny here.
Come on, you have the hatchet, man. Why aren't you meleeing these guys? Are they at just the right angle where you can't hit them?
Standing by. Copy that.
Oop.
Got a lock.
Duncan Fisher here. Up and away.
Alright, let's smoke them. Okay, good. Didn't destroy it like I feared you did.
What do you need, Commander? Ooh, is it time to press the Alpha Strike button? I love the Alpha Strike.
I'm on the clock. What do you want? Why drink and drive when you can smoke and
Time to
fly?
get well seasoned there, buddy. Oh my gosh. I'm about to say his heat went pretty big. Still overheating though.
Bunny here. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Guns, guns, guns.
I wanted to show off the melee, but no, someone had to be stinky.
Going full throttle. Locking in all weapon systems.
What do you want? In motion, Commander. Guns on target. Take that, bastard.
Receiving you. Good to go. Acknowledged. Firing on multiple enemies.
And that's how it goes.
Tango down.
Commander?
Commander. Keeping it cool.
Hi, Gramps. Light him up.
Running him up and knocking him down just like Bellow Woods. All right, boys, follow me. We're gonna go shoot the moon.
Come on, people, let's make it happen.
Some minor damage, but that's fine.
Aye, aye.
Duncan Fisher here.
And that's the transport collected.
Get to the LZ for extraction.
Alright, see you later. I'm about to
need,
head
Commander?
off in a minute or two.
On the way, nice and slow.
I'll see you later today if you want to hop on again.
The sun is shining, the birds are singing, and the weapons are striking true.
Alright, let's see what we got salvage-wise real quick. Later. And other than the cargo, I really don't think there's much worth it here. Alright, so let's see what we got cargo-wise. That's not too bad. CL, caseless ammunition, okay. Frag rounds, interesting. Ooh, hello. Now that's interesting. Those look pretty good.
That mech you asked for is cleared for fighting. That work order?
Hey, boss. We've just completed those upgrades.
Alrighty. It's still too damn slow. Of course, I don't have anything that's fast enough. 300's the biggest engine I've got. Boo. Well, before I hop off, let me just check one thing. The reason I'm saving before I do this is, well, That way, permanent. There you go. And, yeah. None on mine. There you go.
That mech you wanted is back online.
Nabbed this from House Steiner the other time. This monster. Literally a monster of a mech. Man. The size of this thing. So let's check a couple things real quick. So this has got a 300 in it. I'm gonna have to go hunting some clanners. So it needs an additional 6 slots for that. Ah, 'cause the shoulders. Just curious. So if I strip those two down and I threw this on there. Where are those guys at on the map? Because once the war is over... So how many fights do I've got left? Check navigation real quick. Should be one more battle. Ah, they're all the way down there, huh? Clan Diamond Shark. I like 1 foothold down here. Okay, so... Be a heft and a half just getting down there. I've never been this far over here. Yep. Still, it's going to be something I'm going to need some money for. Oh, that sounds like a goal for next time. Yeah, this was my attempt at it. I thought there were heavier engines than the 300, but I guess I was mistaken. Because, God, this guy is slow still. He only does 4 to 6 hexes. I mean, it'd be great if it were up close and personal, but still. That's what I figured. Yeah, because when I saw this guy only had a 300, I'm like, well, is 300 the biggest they got? But yeah. I'm going to turn this guy into a beast. But, find them on machines. I figured they weren't going to be cheap. Oh, but, unfortunately, this will be all I can do for tonight. I may off-screen handle, like, this final battle dealing with House of Merrick. So that way I can just travel. But I do appreciate you all joining. Thank you, Lef. I'm guessing that's how you pronounce your name. Lef MK70. Thank you very much for joining. And thank you again, Braden, for joining us. And I'll see you all later today. Yeah, that was the plan. Make it into a monster. Or make it into an artillery piece. See you guys.